I've never seen crypto like this before. I've been in crypto for 7+ years. I've literally never seen markets like this. Think about it. Bitcoin just had this huge rally, consolidating above 90K. The backdrop for crypto in the US, the largest capital market in the world, has never been better. Yet so many people are angry and feeling like they're down bad.
Can somebody explain to me Fartcoin? How does Fartcoin have 600 million? What is going on there?
Obviously, if you're gambling on low cap meme coins and that's all you do in crypto, you probably could be doing better. And this is why it's so important to stack quality coins like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, assets that you believe in for many years for the long term that will grow with the market. So we need to talk about the US stock market to determine how well crypto does this year, because like it or not, crypto is correlated to stocks now. Thanks, BlackRock. Thanks, Trump. It is actually a pretty cool thing to be at this next order of magnitude for crypto's adoption. So understanding all of this leads me to hear experts say that because of all the money printing and other things, we are in a secular bull market until 2030. You hear that? There will be pullbacks, of course, but we are in a secular bull market until 2030. I'm buying as much as I can. This will define what happens with the Bitcoin market. Listen to this. I know everybody's bearish right now, but listen to this and you tell me what you think.
Let's bring in Marianne Bartels, Chief Investment Strategist at Sanctuary Wealth. I've used it so many times, I'm tired of using it, but we're drinking from a fire hose, obviously with all the policies and tariffs and Doge and everything else. But the market is, less than a point off its all-time highs.
Correct. The market is holding up remarkably well, considering all the political backdrop, all the executive orders, concerns about tariffs. We're in earnings season, economic data, and at the end of the day, when we're looking at earnings are up 16% for the quarter, and that's the best in 3 years, and I think that's what the market is paying attention to. I'm also surprised because tech has been the leadership, and we're really getting a rotation within that technology, and the market is still holding up. So I remain very bullish, Joe, and we have pretty aggressive targets for this year.
They're bullish. 7,200 to
7,200 to 7,400.
7,400. We're
yeah,
at 6,000. I did some quick math in my head. That's 20%, isn't it?
It is, and that would be 3 years in a row of 20% or more. And the last time we
90s,
did was the 90s.
Yeah.
But I also compared this market to the 20s, and it's really based on innovation. In the 20s, we had a lot of innovation. We had electricity and railroads and radio. The 90s, we know the internet and computers. And now we have AI. And right now, it's estimated this year, companies are going to spend over $300 billion. That's a lot of CapEx. But the difference from the 90s is that they're using it with cash and equity and private equity. This is not leveraged the way it was in the 1990s. So again, I'm actually not just bullish for this year. I think we're still in a secular bull market that's going to go out to 2029, 2030. So my decade end target is 10,000 to 13,000 on the S&P.
And by the way, that doesn't mean corrections won't happen. Prepare for one big correction over the next 5 years, but after that it keeps going. And this is how you'll know the top is in.
Both of those fantastic periods that you mentioned were followed up with pretty spectacular declines too. Is there something that punctuates it at the end, or?
Well, normally at
the end,
said
it's different than 1990s because it's not leveraged and these companies have real earnings.
The punctuation point is excellent. Normally what I look for a major peak in the market is everybody has to be in, particularly retail. We don't have that. There's still a lot of cash, at least $7 trillion on the sidelines. Another little secret, and not enough people look at this, is New York Stock Exchange margin debt. And if you do a little bit of math on it, I kind of normalize the data, you have a very leveraged market, which is why markets come down so much. You got to get that leverage out. Not even close. And then I look at the technicals. I look at the fundamentals. The technicals still support significant upside. And then if this AI innovation really materializes, and it's also robotics, it's also Web3, crypto, it's the whole package of innovation that I think is going to drive this. And it doesn't mean we won't have another bear market. I still think we'll have one more bear market, but we'll recover and go on to all-time new highs.
The fact is, Bitcoin's price right now is where it should have been years ago. Bitcoin's price right now is finally where it should have been years ago. Insider Anthony Scaramucci explains how everybody is missing this.
I began my Bitcoin journey about 5 years ago, and I've been tarred and feathered and praised as it goes up and down, and you oscillate between genius and dummy. But I think that Bitcoin now is representing where prices should have been in 2022. And said differently, if you look at the November Bitcoin futures approval, just studying administrative law, the spot ETF should have been approved sometime in the first quarter of 2022. So all of that delay caused a lot of that price damage. And so I see it here as the community seeing itself getting propitious, decent, middle of the road regulation. And if you look at the people that the Trump administration has put into those positions, I think you end up getting that. And so 97,000, 98,000 is sort of where I thought we would be 3 years ago. So the real question is, will the institutions enter the game? And I think you see some of the endowments starting to do that. We know some of the sovereign wealth funds in the Middle East are quietly doing that. And so I think it's going to be a very good year for Bitcoin.
And there are fundamental things that are going to happen to this space that's going to take us even higher. For instance, Anthony Scaramucci says that the Bitcoin reserve will happen in about 6 to 9 months. He likes Bitcoin and Solana, but not as much Ethereum. So he's going to talk about the Bitcoin strategic reserve here and also why he really likes Solana. Listen to his thesis. You tell me what you think.
Where are you on this strategic reserve idea if you were a betting man?
I think it'll likely happen at a small level. I think David Sachs has been very smart to delay it. I think the executive order showed good judgment because you want to get the buy-in from the Republicans and the Democrats, not just one party. You'd hate to see a strategic reserve going into place, Republicans lose power, and then the Democrats pull the rug on Bitcoin and take it out of the strategic reserve. I think you need to get buy-in on both sides. I think it was very smart of David Sachs to make sure that there was a 6-month debate and 6-month analysis of this, but I do think you get something. Remember, we have 27 other things in our strategic reserve. It's not just gold and oil. There's trace minerals and other things that the country reserves. I think this is an asset that the country will want to own.
Can I ask you about Ethereum? Only because Don Jr. was out there saying it's going to go up. Let me tell you, I assume he has some of it, but do you have a take there?
We do own ETH in small sizes. We're much bigger Solana fans than we are ETH. We don't have a negative opinion of ETH. My partner in law school classmate, John Soulos, is sort of an ETH maximalist, so he's got it in our portfolio. I think that Brett Messing and I just think that Solana is faster, it has lower gas fees, and I think it's the one that's going to win the race, if you will, in terms of going into the tokenization world. Right. If Larry Fink is right and we end up tokenizing stocks and bonds, I think Solana would probably be a more obvious choice.
And actually, if you take a look at what's really going on with Ethereum, Ethereum is being suppressed on centralized futures exchanges. After this leverage is flushed out, I predict price will float back up. And Cardano too. Charles Hoskinson recently spoke directly to the Cardano community, reassuring them about 2025. Listen to what he says.
It takes a lot of courage for us as an ecosystem to put this dirty laundry out in the open and say, we got to figure this out. Because if we can, it means that there's no problem we can't solve. There is no roadmap we can't adapt to our own ends. And there's no strategy we can't execute. That's where greatness comes. The integrity to be honest, the courage to be disliked, and the ability to have difficult conversations and still somehow, some way, get along and push forward.
And then there's meme coin world. You can't talk about crypto in 2025 without mentioning meme coins. Barstool's Dave Portnoy is fed up trying to build a real meme movement in meme coin world. The only problem is he's fed up because of this.
I tried to buy a real thing with real liquidity with Jail Stool. Let people, you're so dumb. You fucking crypto fucking guys. So small, so short-sighted. Let me get real liquidity from outside your crypto world. You think people know how to use a Phantom wallet and how to use Moonshot and all this shit? They don't. I have 100,000 people holding my token and I'm bringing people in. Who's going to play this game if you guys are sniping them the second it goes up a little bit? Let the thing roll, you fucking morons. I'm like jail stool. I want to see, how does this go? What can I get it to? I got to like 225 million market cap. Can somebody explain to me Fartcoin? How does Fartcoin have 600 million? What is going on there? Who is buying Fartcoin? You had somebody who literally is like, I'm not selling. I'm going to promote this shit for free. And what is the thanks I get when Kraken lists it, which you fucking idiots don't get? That lets normal people try to get involved. You start clipping it. Why? Because you're greedy and selfish. I have plenty of money. I'm trying to like build something that I thought would be good for everybody. And you selfish, choose rich, mutant assholes couldn't handle it. Pisses me off. Everyone wants quick, get out. Fine, that's fine. By the way, that's fine. That's fine. When I say I hold, I hold. Jail stool, it was up to over $6 million. I didn't touch dick, and I'm still promoting it, trying to get up, saying I won't touch it for years, basically. Couldn't handle it. You guys couldn't take it. Ooh, makes me mad. I'm trying to help. Like, I want to make people money, believe it or not. But I don't want to make mutants money. I want to make normal people who like don't necessarily totally get this game, and you won't let them. You sniped them. Ooh, makes me mad.
Guys, I think crypto is going a lot higher this year. The sentiment is so bad right now, which is actually a good market indicator. Me personally, I'm buying quality crypto assets I believe in. Make sure you subscribe because we keep you updated on the entire market on a daily basis. If you're interested in making money in crypto, make sure you subscribe. My name is Aaron, and I'll see you tomorrow.